Hello, welcome to the Morning Serve, brought to you by Canadian Club. I'm Nick McCarville. Jelena Dokic is back. Stacks to talk about today. Dane Sweeny, that first round win for him. The Aussie women in the singles draw, and we'll also preview the special Ks as they get their tournament underway in the doubles. But Dane Sweeny over a 39-year-old Gael Monfils, Jelena. Give us a bit of the Dane Sweeny backstory.
Oh, it's unbelievable because actually he qualified. So it's not just a first round win. He won 3 matches in qualifying to even get here. And then to beat Gael Monfils, just an incredible player. Yes, it's Gael's last year on tour, 39 years of age, but she's still got to go out there and win a best of 5 match. And he was so close the whole match as well. And for Dane, look, he's such a fighter. He actually went through the smaller tournaments and challenges. He won more than 100 matches last year. So he's really gone step by step and really earned his way where he is, and that's a great thing because when you've gone through the smaller tournaments and the lower level tournaments and you've been able to grind your way through it and chip away at it, you really got this extra kind of, I say, grit, and we saw that with Dane, and I love the way that he competes and how positive he is.
I love the way he celebrated. You could see what it meant to him, his first Grand Slam win. You know, the laying back on the court, he threw his cap away. There's a lot of pent-up emotion in that celebration.
There is, and I think a lot of pride and joy, which is what I love. But he also did it right after it was the opening game of the match, and he was already really in it, really pumped. And I almost said to myself, just slow down a little bit. You might have to play 4 or 5 sets here. But that's who he is. It's 150% the whole time. That's what we love about him. I love watching him play and just the pure way that he competes. And again, that celebration, it wasn't, I think it was a bit of obviously relief as well, but just the pride and the joy, how much it meant to him. He loves to play in Australia, the way that he embraced the crowd and the way the crowd embraced him. This is the biggest moment of his career and the biggest win of his career, I would say as well, on the big stage. It was just unbelievable to watch.
Huge amount of respect as well for Gael Monfils, a player that Australian crowds have just adored over the years.
Well, how can you not? He's just such an incredible, not just a tennis player, but the guy that he is. I know Gael a little bit behind the scenes, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and he's been on the tour for more than 20 years. He was top 10 in the world, a Grand Slam semi-finalist. He was playing in that really tough era of Novak and Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal and Andy Murray as well, and did so well. But what I really love with him, he's so humble, has been from the very first day. He'll always say hello, and as well with his wife Elena Svitolina and their child as well. They are just, I love seeing them around the grounds also. And for Gael, I know it's his last year, and I'm going to actually miss him on tour. And his fighting spirit, athleticism that we've never seen before. His career is a highlight reel as well. So I really actually hope he kind of comes back to maybe play the Legends and really stays around the tour.
One of the true entertainers too, and a lot of people would say that maybe there aren't enough of those nowadays. $225,000 in the pocket for Dane Sweeny. How should he best use that to I guess, harness that to help his career and not just go out and buy a fast car?
Well, I'm sure he'll celebrate it as he should, and should obviously use some of it to just maybe buy himself something or maybe his loved ones, whatever that might be. But I think for a player like Dane, and I'm sure that that's what he'll do, this is now about investing into the rest of your, not just year, but your career. This kind of prize money can change your whole kind of outlook, can change your career as well. He has been earning a lot less money, even though he's been winning a lot of matches, but now he actually has the opportunity to earn money that changes lives, and also to be in the top 100. So hopefully he can also be in more Grand Slam main draws, not just this year, but still in a few more years to come. And I'm sure that he will invest that, whether that's something that he feels like he needs, whether that's a fitness trainer, whether that's an extra coach, whether that's something else, maybe investing into where he trains and what he does, maybe from a psychological perspective as well, just depending what the player feels like they need. But I would say to any player, when you start earning that kind of money, maybe you're not used to it, go out and invest in your career, and I'm sure he'll do that.
Question for you, and it's not that long ago. Do you remember your first big paycheck?
I do, yes. I was humble. I was absolutely. And I grew up differently. I grew up with not much, and for me it was all about my career as well, and that's what I wanted to do. And a little bit later on I did buy a car, but it was all about kind of the next step. That's what you think about. And as tennis players, especially if you've gone with the route of Dane Sweeny, that's why I love that kind of story so much, then you go, okay, this is now a real breakthrough for me. I can go and actually invest in my career properly, because it's tough. If you're not inside the top 100 at the lower level tournaments, and the ITF circuit is tough, you're actually going to have a lot of players that will sleep in their cars. A lot of players there are incredible stories that will even sleep out at airports. You can't afford a lot of things. So this is not just career changing, this is life changing.
Another young Aussie, I guess in a way we have come to feel like we've got to know Dane Sweeny a little bit over the last couple of days, for those who follow tennis in Australia. Talia Gibson, kind of the same. When you're in the spotlight, you can't help but get a connection with these, I'm going to use the word kids, because they are.
Yeah, she's young. Look, and I love the way that actually she plays. I really love her game. It's really aggressive. She's got weapons as well. And again, something that's career changing for her. She's been able to get through the first round. She's 21 years of age. Again, that is the amazing thing that we have here in Australia, that we've got a Grand Slam. There's only 4 in the world, so not a lot of players get this opportunity. So to be able to even just play qualifying and then main draw, get a wild card, be able to have a Grand Slam where you can change careers and lives of these, like you said, young players as well, is absolutely phenomenal, and that's why we love it. And Australians come in and support us, and they're behind us as well, and we feel that, and it gives us also motivation for the rest of the year.
And experience in big matches, and I guess that's what she'll learn from the loss to Deanna Schneider. She had her opportunities.
Yeah, look, this will be a tough one for her to take for sure. It will hurt, and that's all right. That's normal, because she had opportunities. She had 3 match points against an unbelievable player as well in Deanna Schneider. So what I would say to her in this one is, you're going to be disappointed, and that's okay, but try not to be disappointed for too long for this to lead into a negative mindset. And I'm sure that she's got the right people around her, because this is such a positive start to the year. She won the first round. To know that you've pushed an excellent player and you've had match points, it always hurts not to be able to finish a match off, but this is where I would say be proud of yourself. Take all the positives, the great tennis that you've played against an amazing player, and now just go into the rest of the year with that confidence. So I would say to her is it's good to actually be disappointed and hurt. It means that you care, but I would also say this is where your strength comes through. Okay, we need to get over this tournament, be proud, take the positives out of it, and I would just say to her, give yourself a pat on the back, and because especially because she's young.
Maddie Inglis is another Aussie into the second round.
Yes.
I don't think she quite knew how to feel after beating Kim Birrell, another Aussie. They are such good friends. They've grown up together playing tennis. It's a difficult thing.
It's a very difficult thing. Again, she qualified as well, so she won 3 matches to even get to the main draw, and her and Kim are best friends, and you can see how difficult it was for them to play against each other yesterday. But at the same time, how amazing was it that 2 great friends can go out and still have an incredible almost 3-hour match and fight like that on the court, and they'll still go off and be good friends today. And for Maddie Inglis, you saw that she was so emotional. I don't even think so much with the win, but just with how difficult it was to play Kim. She actually said something. She said, last few days have been so stressful since I found out that I play my best friend. Yeah. And that says it all. And she's so kind. She's so humble as well. I hope she really does enjoy this whole tournament and win that. She's had 4 matches going into the next round, the recovery as well, because yes, she's got a tough opponent in Laura Ziegman, but that is also at the same time, she can get through that. It's a winnable match.
If she does get through that, it's a likely 3rd round matchup, Naomi Osaka. I mean, that will be huge. That will capture the imagination of the whole of Australia. Yeah. What captured our imagination, though, in Naomi's first round match was her entrance. Now, you spoke to her after this.
I did. The outfit that she walked out in, the hat, the veil, the umbrella, also then the outfit on the court as well. There is so much creativity in that, fashion and sport and theatre all coming together. We know she's a very creative person, and she had amazing outfits last year as well at the US Open, even going so far as having different outfits and different labubus for each match. If she was to...
Different what?
Labubus.
Right. What are they?
Yeah, the youngsters know what that is. They're little toy things. I didn't even know about it. I'm clearly too old. But she had different ones for each match that she wins. So, look, she goes out there with these amazing ideas, and she's incredibly creative. And that's what she did last night. And it was an entrance, wasn't it? And it was iconic. Some people will say amazing. Some people might say, maybe we don't like it as much, and that's all right as well. She does it for herself, and I love it. If you've got the ability and the creativity to do it, why not? Is she hurting anyone? Absolutely not.
She's not, but some traditionalists might ask, is there a danger that she's not quite as focused as she should be. I mean, these are big matches on a big stage, and she's doing that. Do you have any concerns there?
No, well, to be honest with you, she's got nothing to prove. She's a 4-time Grand Slam champion. She's won twice here, twice at the US Open. She's an incredible player. Even if she was never to, honestly with you, win another match, she's absolutely got nothing to prove. She's also a mother. She's got a 2.5-year-old daughter as well. How she's balancing that to even still be on tour is absolutely amazing. So that's the kind of time a little bit also that we live in, with extra social media and internet, and a lot of people will have opinions. I get that, but this is where I always have called for kindness and grace. And what Naomi is doing, it's something that she loves to do. She can express herself as well. I don't think it's got anything to do with focus, to be honest with you. I think it gives her an outlet where she can be creative, where she can bring something else to the tennis court. She clearly loves it. And also getting to the semi-finals of the US Open last year, to be back inside the top 20, she's playing some great tennis.
All right, so we've seen all the big names so far work up a sweat. It's Canadian club crush time. Out of those big names, and perhaps outside of those big names, who might be winning this tournament?
Oh, tough one to say. It's only been one round. There are always a few kind of, you feel like, dark horses. I've said Rybakina and Bencic for me at the beginning of the tournament were those that could potentially come through. But I still got to say, Aryna Sabalenka, she looks sharp. I know we keep saying she's the favourite, but that's not easy to have that pressure and expectation on your shoulders. Coco Gauff was impressive as well with her win. She's in the 3rd round. So we will see, but I will still say that Sabalenka for me has looked the best and the sharpest, but we'll see when we get kind of to the 4th round quarterfinals, because that's where really the top players will go up another level. So we'll see who's able to do that.
We are really only just getting started.
Yes.
Also just getting started the men's doubles, and the special Ks, Thanasi Kokkinakis and Nick Kyrgios in action once again, former winners here. How far could they go? Well, here, but if they decided to concentrate on doubles, how good could they be?
Well, they've won a Grand Slam. They've won here, didn't they, 4 years ago? So they showed then the talent that they have, how well they can play doubles, and what a moment that was. And that goes on your CV for the rest of your career. You won a Grand Slam and you've won it in doubles. I think that we would all love to see them play singles, and I think they would too as well. I spoke a little bit with Thanasi last year when actually he did a little bit of commentary for us when he was injured at Roland Garros, and it was great. I love Thanasi. He's a lovely guy. I know what he's gone through with his injury and how rare that kind of surgery is to try and repair the injury that he had, and what a win he had in Adelaide. But now it will be about the recovery of the body. So I hope that he's also still able to get out there and play some singles. But if they don't, I would actually love to see them play doubles full-time as well, or at least more tournaments. I think that would be amazing. And I think if they get more matches as well, there could be, again, one of the best pairs, doubles pairs out there in the world. They've shown it. You don't win a Grand Slam by chance. So maybe even in their way this year of trying to maybe play singles, maybe play more doubles together as well. I think that would be amazing.
And they clearly enjoy it.
They sure do. They're great friends. They enjoy it. They enjoy being out there. You can see how much fun they're having. I saw their match in Brisbane as well. So in a way, it could be a great way to have fun on tour and play both singles and doubles. And maybe if they can't play singles also certain weeks, or maybe they can't keep that continuity this year, maybe just go out there and play some doubles. That would be amazing.
So much being made of the younger generation at this tournament, Jelena, but a couple of the older generation doing okay as well. Marin Cilic looked really good, but let's talk about Stan Wawrinka.
Oh, yeah.
He has done it all. A Grand Slam winner, multiple Grand Slam winner. How well is he travelling at the moment?
Incredible. Well, he's a former champion here, won Roland Garros and US Open as well, beating Novak Djokovic in those finals. Amazing. He's had an incredible career. Again, one of those players where I say he actually doesn't need to be out here. He could have given up a few years ago. He's had really serious injuries and surgeries as well, but he's got the passion for tennis, but also how hard does he work? It's so hard to come back from those injuries. And this is his last one, and last year as well. He's announced it, just like Gael Monfils. And we're gonna miss them. This is what I keep saying. This is still a couple more players from that era of Nadal, Djokovic and Federer and Murray and Wawrinka. That one-handed backhand, I'm just gonna miss that. But he's such a hard worker. He's a joy to watch. We could also see with him how much love he gets here and all around the world. And I think it's amazing that we've got the younger generation, then we've got the older generation as well. They are the ones that have inspired and do inspire the youngsters. So you kind of keep going on. So I would say let's have these players on tour for as long as possible, because players used to retire at 26, 28, 30 as well. Now players are able to play for a bit longer. We've got much more available to us when it comes to recovery and fitness, and I love that. I love that we can have different generations.
Jelena, as always, thank you.
Pleasure.
And thank you for your company on The Morning Serve, brought to you by Canadian Club.
One World of Sports is your home of the Australian Open. From highlights of the best players, every magic Aussie moment, and the best expert analysis.
We'll have every nail-biting, heartwarming and edge-of-your-seat point covered. Subscribing to Wide World of Sports on YouTube is a must for any tennis fan.